Today I'm going to be making a gluten-free pizza crust made with LiveKuna's quinoa flour. So this recipe, when you get your hands on a bag of this, you're going to see the recipe right here on the back. It's super easy to make and you're going to love making this at home for your family. So all you need is a big bowl to mix all your ingredients in, and then what you're going to do is add your quinoa flour. That's the base of this recipe. And adding to this recipe is going to be some milled chia seeds. So this is what's acting as our egg, what's going to bind our recipe together. So those are our two dry ingredients, a little bit of salt, and then for our wet ingredients, we've got some water. So make sure you just get a little bit of water ready to go in a bowl, and I'm going to add in some honey and some olive oil. So this is what's going to stick the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. This is the fun part, mixing it all together. So make sure that you scoop in those chia seeds with the quinoa flour, so get that all mixed in. And then what I like to do is add the wet ingredients right into the middle of that. Make sure you get every last bit. So just get that in there and then just start mixing that around. All right, it's looking good. And at this point, I am going to get my hands in there. So what you're looking for in terms of consistency is something that's going to stick together when you press it together. So we want a dough, and essentially this is making a really, really simple dough without any yeast or any time to sit. Put that on my cutting board. So now it's time to just get this pounded together. Get that onto our tray. And now we can start forming it into our pizza crust. Just press it out, or you can grab a rolling pin, but I just like to use my fingers and press it out into a circle. All right, so that's just about ready, looking perfect. Now I'm just gonna poke it with a fork a couple of times. And now it is ready to go in the oven at 400 for 10 minutes. So now that my pizza crust is done, I'm gonna build a dairy-free pizza. So instead of using cheese, I'm gonna use avocado. So we've got pesto as the base in this case. So you can make a homemade version of a pesto, or you can buy a store-bought version, whatever works for you. Okay, pesto's on. Coming up is some zucchini. So I'm gonna layer some zucchini on this pizza. Cutting it in circles makes it really easy to work with. From here, I've got the option of adding chicken on it. So you can add some cooked chicken breast, you can add some tofu, some tempeh, even some beans if you want, something for a source of protein. Layer my chicken around. And then we've got some avocado slices, which I love using as a dairy-free option on top of pizza. So it's wonderful. So you can just layer the avo. All right. Voila, that is beautiful. That is very green, very textured, very full, a very delicious pizza. So now that my pizza's done, I'm gonna pop it in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't need that long because you don't want to overcook the avocado, but the zucchini you can either cook beforehand or just let it get cooked and softened a little bit in the oven. Now it's ready to go. So my pizza just came out of the oven. It's ready to go. It looks delicious, totally dairy-free, lots of green, and now it's ready to be cut.